Crypto market recovering a little bit here. And everyone's wondering what was up with that sell-off. And what I think is happening, we'll go over, some of the reasons here, but what I think is we're just entering the summer doldrums. Now that sure isn't the case within financial markets, with S&P continuing to rip up new all-time highs, but I think crypto is just front running that a little bit. I would look for financial markets to cool a little bit, and we'll see some sideways trading and probably some more downwards volatility. Just my best guess. Look, I'm not a soothsayer. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I think that's all that's really happening. Now, we'll hear a lot about Mount Gox, and of course, that's something to take into account. More supply hitting the market, and the granddaddy of them all, within the Bitcoin ecosystem, these coins are finally, after a decade, being distributed out. Now, the narrative you will hear is, these people have been waiting 10 years to get their hands on these Bitcoins so they can cash in. And in reality, most of those coins have already traded hands, probably multiple times. Hedge funds came in, bought them up, some percentage on the dollar. And so I don't think it'll be as much selling as some people are expecting, but there'll be some profit taking there as well, I'm sure. There will be more supply hitting the market. And the effect of this will probably depend on, as these Bitcoins are flowing on, what is the status of the market? If it is bearish, it'll probably have a compounding effect and send us down a little bit more. If, it's a bullish time, probably all that supply will get eaten up very easily, very quickly. I don't think that's going to be the main driver here. It'll affect things to some extent. I mean, it's an awful lot of Bitcoin, but it'll work its way out. Not a long-term problem, that's for sure. Further, you have some, concern, some uncertainty around the presidential election. We'll have to see how a lot of this stuff plays out. Currently, polls are showing President Trump is in a commanding lead. We're not even sure really who both candidates are going to be at this time, so people are going to see, does President Biden step down? I think he will. Who's the replacement? How do they fare? There's still a lot to take on here. But again, elections are elections. Someone will win, someone will lose, and we will carry on. I don't think it'll be a big deal. And furthermore, whatever the next administration is going to be, and I don't think it's going to be President Biden, you're going to have a different approach to cryptocurrencies. It's clear it's not politically advantageous to be anti-crypto, and we will start to see regulations roll out and stuff like that. We've been over it a million times. It's going to be a better environment no matter who the president is, and so I think that's bullish for cryptocurrencies. Even if it was Biden again, he's not going to be as anti-crypto as we've seen over these last 4 years. It's just not going to be possible. So I'll tell you this in regards to XRP. There's an awful lot to be excited about. And to me, it reminds me a lot of Cardano. When you look at the price of the ADA token, it was just waffling about as we were hearing, smart contracts are coming, the whole ecosystem launch is coming. And even though things were improving drastically, you didn't see that in the price of the token until we hit the bull run, and then it was like a rocket ship. Just look what this price did, from 2 cents all the way up to $2.92. Just an amazing run. Not saying for XRP it's going to be quite that maniacal, that huge, but I think you could draw some parallels from that. Right now we have a lot that's improving within the XRP ecosystem, starting with that court ruling, which was the biggest victory in crypto history. No doubt. It was the case of the century. It was a dominating victory. It changes everything. Just really an amazing victory. Now, just like with the ADA token, as we were sitting here, people are like, listen, smart contracts are on the way. All this development's happening. No one's recognizing it. You don't see those gains until the bull market really, really takes off, especially for altcoins. You can yell till the cows come home about how much better things are. You'll find out once you hit a growth spurt there for altcoins. And I think that's what we're waiting on. Beyond that, U.S. trading has resumed. It's going to be a huge advantage. You can go right to your favorite U.S. exchange and buy XRP direct. A lot of advancements. Like we saw with Cardano, all the new features that we're rolling out to get that ecosystem primed. And it wasn't a finished product by any means last bull run, but it was enough to really get people excited. We got AMMs, bridging, DeFi capability coming on deck. All very important and, big drivers of value. I think are going to excite investors. Stablecoin, the first, legitimate, significant stablecoin coming to the XRP ledger, bringing us into the modern era. I don't think we will see a Ripple IPO. I don't think they'll be ready yet. But a lot of pre-Ripple IPO chatter, I think, will drive a lot of interest in the XRP ecosystem, especially as we get to the tail end of this growth phase. That should pick up, and I think that also will draw on more interest. And lastly, this is speculative. We don't know this, but I think we're going to see a lot more activity going on in the XRP ledger in terms of independent developers, new projects launching, and because of things like AMMs, a stable coin, I think they'll be able to have more success than we've seen in the past, and you're going to see great growth there. And of course, all that speculative activity will bring users onto the XRP ledger. In general, I think we're going to do very, very well. It's just a time we have to sit through here, let things develop, let this presidential election stuff get by us, the distribution of those Mount Gox coins get by us, and probably more importantly, just these summer doldrums when we'll probably be trading sideways, have some downwards volatility. Might XRP return to the dirty 30s again? I would say more likely than not. But then again, you just never know. You have an Ethereum ETF going live, a lot of stuff going on. The S&P 500 doesn't appear at this point to be cooling down. Could we just keep firing out of here and go on to the next leg of this growth cycle? Absolutely. I'm not trading out of anything. And I'm using this chance to kind of start to fill out my portfolio on some of the deals we see having here. But be ready. There really could be more downwards volatility here in the coming months. Just understand that very well could happen, especially coming out of this tightening cycle. Are they going to hit the perfect landing here and have a soft landing? Probably not. I mean, we could have some disruption here in the short term, but it's not going to stop anything. We will have a full growth cycle. Clearly, crypto is going a leg up here as it's integrated directly within traditional finance. And you're going to see a lot of adoption and exciting things going on. And XRP is going to be a great performer in my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.